go on to part 2. Oh, regarding pay to win. Regarding pay to win progress, the impact of spending on character stats mainly shows up in bidding for gear to speed up progression. I don't like this. I don't want any like, wait, so you can just pay to skip the grinding. Bruh. Putting skills early to graduate your build faster. This is what I'm guessing like pulling characters meant. It's a pay to win game. Yeah. I don't like this. And gambling on more random substats. So that's the gotcha aspect. Yeah, this is not great. 80% of your attributes come from grinding. All right. I mean, at least this is the case. While the remaining 20% are influenced by money and luck. There should be 0. Should be 0% is influenced by money. Maybe sure you can have some luck in there, but like money, bro, are we dead ass? Therefore, spending money cannot infinitely widen the power gap. The ceiling is hard capped. Okay, at least this is somewhat fine. So you can't just like, you know, be a fucking oiler and just spend hella money on the game and just like destroy everybody. That's probably why they say only 2 to 3 hours daily grinding. Otherwise it would break. Yeah, I'm guessing. They can't have the grind be too bad if people can just skip it. For luck, I need to choose a monster pathway. I really wonder, do you think if we go the monster pathway, you would get better luck in pulling like characters and like extra skills and like the gambling and gotcha aspect? That would be funny. That would be funny. But that would make the monster pathway like insanely broken and everyone would pick it. They say the ceiling is hard capped, but they don't say how long it could take to close the gap, or so it seems to me. Yeah, this is very worrying. I don't like this whatsoever. This could like legit kill the game. This could like make the game flop. Any paying should be purely cosmetic, or like some special features. You'll get some special features for the game, but that doesn't affect like the core gameplay, right? That's what it should be. I don't like that you can get stronger and skip grinding, even if you whale millions. So like oilers, at most you'll have an advantage in a 1v1. If you get jumped by a few grinder accounts who have kept up with the progression, you're still going down. But still, like you don't want someone to have an advantage over you in 1v1s purely because they paid. This is just dangerous, bro. I have a feeling this game will flop. I hope I'm wrong. Me too. I hope I'm wrong too. I also have a feeling that this will be like a very negative aspect of the game that people will hate. I really hope I'm wrong. Yo, I'm the Lord of Mysteries guy. If this game does well, I do well. I make money if this game does well. So I'm scared. Usually I glaze the fuck out of Lord of Mysteries things, partly because I think the glaze is valid. But in this, I don't know if I can because it's just dangerous. Yo, we need to get all the whales and oilers in our guild. That's how we're going to control. Furthermore, once the season or yearly reset hits and new gear is released, the stats you paid for previously become obsolete. It's much more reliable to spend on cosmetics. Okay. So it's like you get temporary boosts in gear and like stats and skills if you pay, but it'll eventually be resets. However, like the cosmetics you pay for don't get resets. I mean, I guess that's like a little better. They'll just pay again, right? They'll just keep paying. The game specifically created a beauty/fashion contest for cosmetic enthusiasts. Okay, that's interesting. Is that normally in Chinese MMOs? Well, is this just like a competition for who's the bigger oiler? Who's the bigger whale? Within guilds, you can participate in competition similar to Shining Nikki. What is this? Where players are rated on whose outfit coordination scores the highest. Yo guys, low-key kind of interesting. Like Victorian age cosmetics and Victorian age. Yo, I'm entering into these competitions. I'm legit winning these. I'm gonna spend $2,000 on getting the best outfits, and we're gonna control the servers, not just through PvP, not just through like taking all the dungeons, all the bosses, not just in player count. We're gonna control it in the beauty/fashion contest as well. You all know we're going Demoness. We are going Demoness. So we're gonna be the most dripped out, and we're gonna be the most beautiful as well. Who is we? We all are. You guys are all joining my guild, and all of us are going Demoness. That's just how it is. The game separates. I thought there was no game separates. Single player story and MMO gameplay. I thought it was all like multiplayer. How would they implement gender change if you choose a guy in the beginning and make that guy super ugly? That is interesting. How would they like do the Demoness pathway? Because you can set how your face looks in the beginning, right? As a dude, and then once you go to like sequence 7 and you switch and become a witch, does your face change? Probably. Or maybe you could like customize your face again at that point. That's an interesting thing. Not even just the gender change. If you just go up in sequences, you become more beautiful automatically. How are they gonna implement that in the game? Maybe you unlock unique cosmetics on Demoness path. Maybe. I really wonder like all the like how are half of these abilities on the Demoness pathway gonna work? How are they gonna work? I don't know. The story uses RPG action mode similar to big action titles like Honor of Kings with comparable combat feel. What is Honor of Kings? I've heard of this. Oh. That makes more sense. This is like, I don't know if I like this that much. It doesn't look that bad. I could see us doing this. Like, there's like some Beyonder creature that like you and 5 other buddies are like trying to kill. This could work. Dungeons follow the traditional tank slash DPS slash healer setup, similar to Justice Online, featuring 6-player dungeons, larger raids, AI assisted easy mode with no major optimization issues. I really hope some of these leakers explain what these dungeons are and what you do in the dungeons. Early game team dungeons are a breeze, but late game difficulty scales up to something like Jade Dynasty. Bro, there's so many games that I just don't know the references, what they're talking about. 5-player Nightmare, 10-player hard modes. They are genuinely challenging and not just baby mode dungeons. Okay, I mean, this is interesting. PvP is one of the game's biggest highlights. Ooh. Guild-based faction system with random assignments. Includes 500-player faction wars, 500-player faction wars, 1,000-player city battles. How are they gonna have like wars with 500 and like 1,000 players? Optimization is excellent. Even with 100+ players and effects on screen, there's no lag? What the hell? Is he just glazing? There's no way this is true. Honestly, just wish the devs just showed combat already, would have avoided so much unneeded speculation. LMAO. I agree, but they're not. So here we are speculating. We were getting conflicting messages. Some people say the combat is the biggest highlight of the game, like this guy, while the previous one is that like the combat was stiff. So who do we believe? I don't know. Maybe it's in between. Maybe both are saying it's better than what it actually is. Maybe that guy previously was just dooming and this guy is truthful. Maybe this guy like we're reading right now is getting paid. Leakers have said wildly different views, either saying the combat is mid or that it's decent. I just think we should take this with a grain of salt and just wait to see stuff for ourselves. Obviously, I mean, that's like the best thing, but that I can't make content and just saying, all right, guys, I know there's a bunch of leaks and stuff and people are saying these different conflicting statements, but I think we should just wait. Maybe I don't even cover it. It's my job, bro. I need to cover what we get. I'm gonna speculate based on all of this, and it's fun speculating, right? You know, it gets a little like emotional roller coaster. So it's like, holy shit, we're so fucked. We're so cooked. And like, wait, are we back? He says this is the biggest highlight, and then we're gonna go back down to like, yo, this guy's getting paid. Anyways, faction wars play like point capture, payload push. It's 4 factions competing. Payload push, like fucking Overwatch. Point capture, like Overwatch. What are the factions though? Are we just put like in a faction randomly? What are these factions? Are like, do you join a faction like on your own? Like, is it dependent on like what churches you're affiliated with or what? This is LOTM, bro. How did he or she just come in here? I have no idea. But I mean, hey, it looks like they're doing a little bit of everything, which is good. Like, we need a lot of content, and plus they have a lot of devs. So city wars, depart from base, use vehicles. Wait, now we're better in Battlefield? Wait, what? Advance to the city, deploy siege engines, break gates? What the fuck? Dragons? Dragons may appear during battles? What? Wait, this is LOTM? Wait, High Guard? Once the gates break, people flood into the Imperial City to see who claims Shaba first. Yo, what the hell is going on? Dude, what is LOTM even about? Do these guys even know what LOTM is? Dude, I don't know, but they're taking quizzes. We see them take quizzes on like the lore, right? So I'm guessing they know what LOTM is. And the quizzes are pretty hard. I don't know how many passed. I don't know if it's a requirement to pass. Maybe they all failed, but like, flood into the Imperial City. Imperial City? What, fucking Backland? What the hell is the Imperial City? Did Cuttlefish even have a say in making the game? I mean, he played some of it and said it was good. Like, he had he was able to go to the studio and play it, and he said it was good. But he'll probably say anything is good, like low-key. There's no way a guy who played a Bloodborne and Souls-like game said this game is good. If he really meant it, then we wouldn't need to worry, which isn't the case, I'm afraid. I mean, there's no way, like, if an author plays like a game that adapts their novel or like watches an anime that adapts their novel, they're gonna say it's good no matter what. They're not gonna be like, yeah, this shit was ass. No fucking author is gonna say that. Like, even Turtle Me was like, he was like kind of hyping it up before TBATE's anime came out, and then when you saw the actual anime and it was terrible. So you can't really do much. It's just you're in a position where you have to glaze it no matter what, because it's your IP. LTM is about walking. Klein Moretti, Master Walker, beats the best walker Oman and becomes the Lord of the Moving.